The United States and its allies are planning new sanctions against Iran. But why? Now, here's some context. Iran recently launched a retaliatory attack on Israel, which fortunately resulted in no deaths and minimal damage, thanks to Israel's defense systems and help by its allies. Iran's attack was in retaliation for an airstrike attributed to Israel, which Iran now considers resolved. However, this incident has raised concerns about the widening violence stemming from the Gaza conflict, potentially leading to a full-blown war between Iran and Israel, the historic adversaries. Now, Israel's military chief has vowed a response to Iran's attack, although specifics were not provided. Israel also postponed a war cabinet meeting until April 17th. So, how do Israel's allies fit into this? Well, they aim to discourage Israel from escalating tensions further. Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz has urged other countries to sanction Iran's missile program and designate its Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist group. The United States intends to impose sanctions on Iran's missile and drone programs soon, expecting its allies to follow suit. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen emphasized using sanctions to disrupt Iran's destabilizing activities.
I fully expect that we will take additional sanctions action against Iran in the coming days. We don't preview our sanctions tools, but in discussions I've had, all options to disrupt terrorist financing of Iran continue to be on the table.
European Union ministers also discussed expanding sanctions on Iran, focusing on limiting the supply of Iranian weapons to proxies in the Middle East. The focus is on sanctions because Israel's allies are wary of getting pulled into a regional war.
The idea is to expand the existing Iran-Russia related drone regime, to expand it in two directions. The direction of the kind of arms, in order to include the possibility of sanctions for providing missiles, not only drones. By the time being, there is not evidence at all that Iran has been supplying missiles to Russia to attack Ukraine. But we could expand this regime in order to include these possibilities. And the second one is an expansion on the regional dimension of the framework in order for this regime could be also applied to the deliveries from Iran to proxies in the Middle East.
President Biden assured Israel that the United States would not join any Israeli retaliation, while British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has stressed the need for calm, and Japan urged Israel to show restraint. Now, since the Gaza conflict began, Israel has targeted Iran-backed groups in Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, and Iraq. In a recent incident, Israeli soldiers were wounded in Lebanese territory, marking the first known ground incursion since the Gaza conflict started. In Gaza itself, more than 33,000 Palestinians have been killed in the Israeli offensive, according to Gaza Health Ministry figures. The outcry against Israel's Gaza operations is unprecedented. Numerous protests have been staged across the Western world, with the public urging their governments to reassess ties with Israel and to avoid war with Iran or involvement in regional conflicts. President Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu's relationship also seems strained amid domestic pressures and upcoming elections.